Welcome back. In this video, we've entered the lower city, and all I did from the last one was just click the gateway and watch load for a minute. And we find ourselves here right next to the Basilisk Gate waypoint, which we'll discover right away. I'll break the party apart, and we'll have our main character head up the stairs and towards the Basilisk Gate barracks. We'll open this door and come in, and we're going to listen to Laura and Liara argue about a missing child.
Asked me to come here. How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
We'll ask what's going on.
My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
She's clearly mentally compromised somehow. And we'll just say that we're listening.
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours. Now, madam, if you'll just tell me why you're here, I'll take down the details.
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad.
And we'll say that we'll help.
You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
And we'll just say we'll head there now.
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
And that sets up the quest to save Vanra. And we'll head back. And we can see that Jaheira is with us here, even though she was in camp before, is part of what happens when we shift the zones. So we'll send her back to camp for now. We're interested in picking up some easy experience, so we're going to head further into town. Here we pass the newspaper, which is, we're going to find a quest that they're going to print mean stories about us, so we're going to need to break inside. There are several ways of doing so. Here's the Elfson Tavern. If we go in, we can meet some of our tiefling friends, as well as get the Yankee ambush and some other stuff. But we're gonna head left. And then take another left and head down by the fireworks shop.
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
We're lost.
Just below the fireworks shop, there's a waypoint.
Oh, please.
we'll get that. And we'll head in and talk to this guy as well. And this building is full of explosives and bayonites, and it's part of a plot to blow everything up. We'll talk to Avery.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tag hole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish.
We'll take it.
This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you?
And we'll see what he's got for sale.
Of course!
This guy sells fireworks, and we will like to buy all of the fireworks that he has. And he'll continue to do this until we dispose of the bayonites upstairs or start a big fight. Fireworks are great. They explode in stacks. They do 3d6 per. So we'll grab all
Remember,
those.
once it's lit, you commit. And if it's not a firework, do whatever you like.
Also, if we take a look at the room, we can see that there's one of these that's not actually owned, so we can just pick that up. Now we're going to come to the waypoint, and we're going to get Jaheira and head there.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
And we'll get Karlak as well. Since there are patrols that are going around the streets, if we set off some sort of large altercation, we're going to have Will go to camp. It's safer to leave the fourth member in camp, where they can just go talk to Withers and bring everyone back. So we'll regroup our party, and we're going to want to head up this alleyway and around the corner, where we can talk to Tuzgrunt.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Oh, but surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Eyes to yourself, elf.
And we're just going to say careful. That's Jaheira.
Jaheira? The same Jaheira who burned down Fugal's tea shop? I saw that fire. Very big. Strange smell.
The fire was his own fault. Bad enough he was adding silk root to his brews, but he stored it poorly too.
Nasty little tea man. Sold me some of his rotten leaves once. Made me feel slow and stupid. All better now, though. Go on then. If the guildmaster doesn't want you in her hall, she'll tell you so herself.
So you're talking to Jaheira is an automatic success to get inside.
Before I change my mind.
And we'll head in. We're going to want to hang a right Although we can see we've got some Zentarium agents in here. And we know that they've been working with the Absolute. We find Maul.
All on the same side, friend. 9 fingers in.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketterick's coffers. Ready to do some business?
We'll see what she's got for trade. And an elixir of Cloud Giant Strength is great. We'll grab that. We'll ask what she's up to.
Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time.
And we'll leave. If we talk to Sticky here,
Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling?
we'll see what he's got for trade. He's got a wide variety of stuff that he can have. It's all pretty random. So potions of speed, potions of flight. He's got this cape that lowers the number that you need to crit by 1. That's very good for anybody that is shooting very often. It only works while you're hiding, so it's really good for rogues that are doing that sort of stealth archery thing. We're gonna keep heading in. We'll pass Elliot here and head up the stairs. Open the door and walk right in, and we'll talk to Nine Fingers.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellamvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
We're just going to say that we're a friend of Chihira's.
How nice. You won't find many of those in my guild hall.
We won't tax your hospitality too long, Nine Fingers. I'm searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
So, we're going to say, you say that as if it means something.
It should. My people speak it in the same breath as Saravok and Demogorgon, but he's just another upstart. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush. Tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone.
We'll say, do you really think that will stop her?
If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
So we're going to have a look around and see if we can't figure out where the strike is going to be. Several of the thieves will tell you. We're just going to take a look at a couple of documents that she's left lying around. So we'll take a look at the Devil's Fee organizer here, and we can see that she has some way of getting us into the House of Hope. And then we'll take a look at this from the desk of the head banker, and we can see that that's where we need to go.
Plans to rob the counting house, and 9 Fingers means to trap him there.
So now we know where to go to find Minsk and what he's calling himself these days. And we can just head back to Eepside Strand at this point. And from the waypoint, we want to head down to this building right here. So we'll head down the stairs. If we get too far out into here, we're actually going to end up with a small ambush. So there's an encounter with a bunch of Hagen, these sort of lizard fish guys. So we can take a look and see that we're not super well prepared for combat at the moment. So we had cast a fire elemental, but because we had Jaheira out of the party, we've lost that for now. We can cast another one. I'm sorry, we did not cast a fire elemental. We cast Insect Play with her, didn't we? So we can cast another elemental. We're actually going to be fighting water people, so if we have something that does shock, that would be handy, or cold. So this has a cone attack, and this one has lightning attacks. So we'll conjure a water elemental, since we don't do that very often. And then we'll have Jaheira use a wild shape charge and go to owlbear form.
Always another step to
We'll
go.
just head down and sort of get the fight started. See these guys swim in and jump up. We've got to be a little careful here to not hit the innocents if we're trying not to damage them.
What must be done?
So the owlbear has this crushing flight ability. We'll use that to fly in. If we knock people off the edge and they're swimmers, they'll just jump back up. But we can hit once, twice, 3 times.
I got this.
We'll frenzy again. We've still got several rage charges. And we'll throw.
Easy.
And if we wanted to, we could grab the lightning damage harpoon from Lozelle. So there's our 2 throws. Alfira, we've got quite a few arrows of many targets. We use one of those. And another one. And we've got an offhand attack. And we missed. With our fire elemental, we've got to be kind of careful if we don't want to hit this guy. So lobbing a ball of fire wouldn't be very good over there. You take a look, and yeah, probably we would have to hit our own if we wanted to throw it over there. So we'll just use the multi-attack. And we'll hit this guy a couple of times. Now we've got our water elemental, we've got a cone, just going to map out to see what that looks like. We'll warp over next to the owlbear. And we should be able to target the guy without having to target the owlbear. We can. And it does more damage because it was wet from coming out of the water. And these guys are going to charge towards us probably. And we don't mind if they shoot the owlbear. These aren't really our hit points. We can move, so we will, to get a better throw.
My little trick.
Another one. And then we've got our enraged throw. And that's that.
Well, so much for peace.
We've got a couple of these guys left. We'll try taking out this hunter. We'll follow up with this guy, see if we can do the damage we need. And the owlbear is the best of these because it's the most mobile. So you can see that we'll cover this huge distance. And throw fish everywhere.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down. Truly, oh, gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
And they'll give us a bunch of money.
What are these things? And gods, do they stink?
If we take a look at the champion, it's got some money, but also a bag. And if we open the bag, it's got a note. And if we read the note, we can see that these people are being held. This is the families of the Gondians. So that tells us that they're hidden out underwater somewhere. We're going to head upstairs here and into the door. If there's anyone watching you, you can just crouch. And we're going to loot this wardrobe. We're not actually going to loot it. We don't need anything inside of it. But this opens up.
What are you doing in here?
You catch the scent of death on the man's clothes, his skin damp with decay. He appears unwell.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
We'll just leave. This guy is dead, so we're just going to kill him.
This is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck.
And we'll reselect Jaheira.
All right, Karlak, it's go
And
time.
we'll stab him with Karlak.
Where do I go from here?
And we'll try and shoot him. There we go. So we've earned a little experience, but that wasn't really the point of this. What we really wanted was to pick up this jar with Mystic Carrion's heart in it.
This jar feels like death itself.
Can you spare a few coins?
So we're gonna head back to the waypoint.
Oh, please.
And here we find Sylphie from the Grove. You can say hello to her.
Ah, you look like someone who can probably read. Can I interest you in a copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette? Please buy one.
And we'll just take one.
Thank you. My first sale. I can't wait to tell Mole.
Entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys.
All right,
Gortash
and
has got to be
we're
paying
going
them
to
off.
come over here, but we're going to need to do some swapping out and changing before the next thing. So we're going to end this video here, and I will catch you in the next one where we deal with Mystic Carrion. See you there.